pull 30 of them or 40 of them back. You know, that's on the low end.
The funny thing with people that we got back, I'm not saying I did any of it, but the people that came back, like, there's so many that are still playing the game. They're just not around for.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You bring them back into the fucking game, and we
People
start
like-
doing shit. So let me go over some of the points that I had because I made like a 15.
Can I just before you
Go
read
ahead.
it?
Go ahead.
Can we just agree upon something like when is Adai gonna be back? I think it would be ideal if he posted the
said
sign-ups
Tuesday.
for the. Okay, I think it's ideal if he posted sign-ups for the Annie. Do you agree?
Yeah, if you want to
definitely.
pre-type it for him and just give it to him to
Yeah.
post, you know.
Because I feel like we have to put that out at the latest next Sunday.
I think you let Adai post the topic too about fucking people like the VR shit. Honestly, about like the thing that you wrote up. I think you let him post it too. You know,
I put that. I tried to through that, please. Like that's the things I feel like we've been agreed upon.
Okay.
And I suggested me or Funky because we're the people who have been handling it this week. Single, removing everyone.
Yep.
So the reason it should be one of us is probably because we're more responsible for it than Ada ever was, being in India.
I also want to say too, you know, because we didn't really get to talk about the last time that we had like a fucking full-blown argument in N71. If you guys think I'm too aggressive, man, just say something. Just PM me and be like, yo, you're fucking bugging. Just say something, bro. Because I know that I can fucking be aggressive as fuck, but that's just me by nature, bro. I'm just from Texas, bro. That's just how it is.
I don't think you are. I'm just tired of Nacho sighing sometimes.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Kruk can fucking back this up, dude. During that fucking PKRI with LY when we were down 5, I swear to God, dude, I wanted to fucking punch my monitor because he would sigh every fucking 3 goddamn seconds. Kruk, just, bro. Like, that shit is gotta fucking fuck off, dude. Like, I'm fucking sick of that shit.
I was trying really hard to ignore it, but
bro,
I just zoned out after a while.
Like, if he keeps doing it, I'll fucking mute him. That's not the whole point,
just
though. Just
mute him next time.
Like,
yeah, but it is demoralizing for the members hearing some guy.
Yeah, bro.
It is demoralizing. I'm getting demoralized.
It's extremely
that
demoralized,
shit,
dude.
Yeah, he's got to work on.
I'm getting demoralized. You can only imagine the members because I never fucking break, dude.
I want to say too that like, we need an account that we need people that are constantly scouting like events or like shit on Sundays too.
Oh, like a scout bot?
Yeah, we need like a scout bot or something like that. I don't know if we have that, but I know some
scout
plans
bots
have it.
Scout bots don't work for like Sundays too well. It's mostly just for like midweeks.
Okay.
Because like the way that they hop around. Because there's none that are really like
you're better off
programmed to follow the world tracker, and like that's the main issue. For, like Sundays, like you're not gonna find stuff fast enough using the scout bots that are in the market at the moment.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you too. When I start leading Sunday trips, I'm probably not gonna be on a pure. I'm gonna be like on a level 3 calling the whole fucking time, just to make sure that we have like a caller that's alive the whole time. Because when people go down and other people are trying to pick up and shit, dude, it's a fuck fest.
Well, just park it there. Like,
yeah, like that's fine. Yeah.
Park the account
I just have always done that, even during our PKRIs and shit like that. If you guys ever see a fucking level 3 running around fucking in the way that I'm calling, just know that, you know, shit's going down.
Smart. It's smart.
I do that every PKR that we have. The only one I didn't do it at was the one against LY because we were already down people and we couldn't afford.
That's what Remy did for 3 years. So yeah, you don't even have to explain. Like, it's a solid thing.
Just go on a 126 main, bro. What are you talking about?
No, it's better to be on a level 3 because everybody's
well, that's a bad look. Well, also it's a bad look if you
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, he's fucking with you.
And okay, so does anybody else have any points that they want to talk about before I go into my fucking 16-point spiel?
Can we just on this list that I posted? Can we just agree on who does what? Like, is the thing I suggest good? Should we change anything?
What
Monkey,
list?
can you post the announcement?
You want like an action? You want like an action plan for everything listed, right?
Yeah, I don't need it for everything, but I just want to make sure we don't go out of here and we think, oh, that was a good meeting, and then we go back and it's all dead for a week.
Oh yeah, exactly.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
That's what
we tried last time, and it went to hell.
That's what I talked to Brad about as well. Like weeks ago, I was telling him, like, you know, have ranks do what they feel the most comfortable with. You know, if somebody likes recruiting and shit like that, just have them fucking like recruit and have them bring somebody else. likes wilderness, people around them to help them focus that wilderness topic. You know what I mean? Like this, like just talking about shit and then not doing shit, dude, is like a common thing that happens here, and I see it all the fucking time, bro. Like, Ad-Eye's bad about that shit too, bro. Like the fucking
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. You know,
Yeah.
can we have a game plan for this week?
yeah, definitely.
I think you or me, Funky, should post the announcement right now. Do you want to do it?
It doesn't matter to me who does it, dude.
Do it up, Eric.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
do it.
Is this the VR announcement?
Yeah.
I think you should just let a leader do it. I think Funky should just do it then.
That's my point too. I think a leader should do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Here is
wanna
the
give me,
message.
Elder
You just need
now
to-
or what?
Damn, just like that, just.
Well,
I mean,
he had been
Yeah, he's been
asking
talking
about it previously, I believe.
We've been putting it off for quite some time, so if it was up to me, I'd probably do it.
I mean, I think pretty much everyone
That's
agreed we
what
should
you
just go
want,
ahead and do it, right?
Yeah.
Last time we talked about it was just Ad-Eye that wanted
Am
to
I-
wait until after the Annie for whatever reason.
Hate to
Just-
see you go, Jesse.
just to be clear,
but I
like-
understand.
It's
Can you
totally
send that to me via
understandable.
PM, Eric?
But are we gonna see you at events, or are you completely done now?
I'll be on till the Annie, and then after that, I'll probably be gone.
Yo, Eric,
Yeah.
can you send me that message on fucking Discord?
And then you'll
Yeah,
be
sure.
back in October, right, Jesse?
I don't know. We'll see.
I know how you are.
I know how you are.
There you go.
Alright, thanks.
Do that to everyone and post it in announcements.
Also, another thing too, like what's going on with some of these people who just cannot be on that are ranks, man? Like, let's just have this discussion now. Like,
Oh yeah, the
mean-
rank activity's been really bad.
yeah, the rank activity is fucking atrocious.
Like, what's going on? Is everyone just busy all the time, or what?
Or is people like giga demoralized and just don't even want to log in and they'd rather do something else? Like,
Yeah,
what's
if
what's
it's
the real
that,
issue?
then we need to fix that. That's
Yeah.
Lay's Aussie. That's his excuse.
Yeah, but Lay does stuff in his own time zone. Like, you know, I see him constantly PMing people about trying to do like late night shit, and he's got his own Aussie unit that he fucks with, so he's cool on that, dude. And he gives a lot of input on that, so he's cool. I don't have a problem with.
Yeah, I'm with him, by the way. Like, I work 3 to 11:30 at night.
Yeah,
so I'm, like,
I
with
see
Lay.
you. Yeah, I see you on with him all the time. I've even gone to like one of y'all's minis and shit like that. Against
No, we're
MS,
talking
so.
about like people are on the header, fucking high council officer, shit
Yeah.
like that, leader.
Like, what's going on with Brad?
going
why
on?
why can't Brad be on at all? Brad's like last event was like
Well, I think
before
he's
his
got
last
something
one was like a
IRL.
month and a half ago.
He told
So-
me yesterday, and it's some private shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is he
That's
not going
sorted
to be able
out.
to be active? Like,
yeah,
He'll
is
sort
that,
it
is that
out,
an
and he'll
issue?
be more active. Nah, he's gonna sort it out. He'll
Oh,
become more
Hmm.
active. He does.
Hope
He
he's
does
alright.
a lot. Like, sure, he can't be on TeamSpeak, he can't be in game, but he's been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that helps a lot.
Can you explain the behind the scenes thing? Because I think a lot of people hear that and don't understand what that entitles per se.
It's on the topic we posted in rank boards. Exactly what it means.
I have to go back and look at that because I
I'll post
I
it
read
above.
it.
Can
Let me
we?
see.
Can you follow up with him by the end of the week, Eric?
Thank you.
Yeah, sure can.
Yeah, is that something that he needs to remain at the header for? And like, is he gonna fix soonish, or is this something that he needs to step down for a little bit and then come back or something? Like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. One of the reasons, right, that a lot of people have been leaving and like people have been going retired, bro, is they're seeing a lot less rank activity. Bro, I am getting fucking spam PM'd and shit about fucking rank activity being fucking atrocious, and they're not seeing people for a month plus. Like,
Yeah.
Pabzu's one of the people, bro. He's pissed off right now because he sees all these fucking. He sees that we have 12 fucking ranks or some shit, and he sees the same four people on every fucking day. You know what I mean? I also am kind of like annoyed by that, but I understand. You know, people have shit that they got to do, but if you're busy for a month plus, man, then I think it's time to hang it up till you can, you know, be active. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but I'm just being honest.
So in Tabs' time zone, you have who do we have? Like Eric, Parviz, like
Yeah,
who
well, the
else?
GMT ranks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he would never really see like Funky coming on around 7 p.m. EST, like Jesse coming on
fuck,
later at night.
later than that.
I don't think he's necessarily talking about Funky and Jesse though.
We can. I'll talk to them. I'll try and fix the. Not. I can't. Obviously, I can't fix the activity, but I'll try and fix. Some of them have felt a bit moralized lately.
Okay. All right. Next person, Polo. What's up with Polo? Polo hasn't been around either.
I think
Yeah,
he
that-
tried to.
That needs to change.
I think he tried to set up events, you know, have inners and twos and whatnot, and people just wouldn't listen to him.
When did he do that?
When?
Maybe 2 weeks ago. When the topic was posted, you know, the ranks responsibilities topic, we spoke to
feel like
all
we're
officers. I spoke
We're
to
kind of
Polo.
past due with him to step down. Polo, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I haven't seen the kid in seen him maybe one time in like a fucking month, bro. And he came to an event, bro, and then yeah, and he never got set because he's a rank and people wanted to not set ranks.
We're kind of back to what I spoke about earlier then, because like I said, I think rank promotions is a good thing in April. I don't want to keep tossing around ranks left and right. Like, okay, Polo is officer, now he isn't. Jesse is council, now he's not. Like, if we want to keep changing member ranks or ranks in general, like, we have to stick by our fucking decisions, is what I'm saying.
Well, that was a promotion before I was around, but even since I've been around, I have not seen him. So I think that's something that you guys maybe talk to him about, not holding the spot anymore, and maybe opening it up for somebody in the future.
I'm just saying, like, I think members see us as very inconsistent. Like, we make decisions and then overnight we make a new.
I agree. That's why the
And I'm
communication
kind of
thing
tired
happens.
of it. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of it. Like in your case, Jesse, I don't have a problem at all giving you Elder because you've been asking for it for quite some time. You're tired of it. You want to step down, fair.
Channel switched.
With it until we get the nurse promotion, in my opinion, and we can demote them then. Like, I don't want to keep throwing ranks left, right to people because we look weak as a leadership when we do, in my
Well,
opinion.
If you guys want, I won't take Elder till after Annie. If you guys don't want to do that, but it doesn't matter to me when you guys do it. Honestly.
I mean, to be honest, brother, if you're ready to just take it, man, there's no real reason to fucking
Yeah.
hold you, drag you along.
I don't think we need to really wait either. Like I don't see the benefit of that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. If you're done, man, I would rather not burn you out more than you are already burnt out, to be honest with you.
We all agree we can
yeah,
do it now then?
because then like if he's not going to be as active, then like members are going to see him not being as active, and they're not going to know that he's been wanting to be elder for months.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah, so I
They're going to
definitely
be
think that.
expecting.
Yeah, you've been going hard for a while, bro. It's time for you to get your flowers and black for
Yeah.
a bit.
I'll change that after this meeting.
I'll fix it on. You gotta fix the forums, Funky. I can fix the rest.
Figuring out, what his
Who's
Is
going to
that
talk
hit-
to Polo? Who wants to do it? Eric?
Thing is, we've spoken to him already. Like, and I kind of see his view as well. Like, we spoke, me and him, and he was motivated to keep going, keep trying to keep up the activity. Then 2 days later, like, one of the responsibilities of the officer was obviously to get events going, get inners, twos, whatnot. And he tried for 3 days straight, and just no one would come on listening to him.
Yeah, but you also got to think too, though, is we're in a time right now that okay, so what's the best way to put this, right? Okay, so no flame to you, Lay, but if Lay tried to get a mini at 3 EST, right? Do you think a lot of people are going to show up because Lay tried to get that event, or do you think a lot of people are going to try to show up more if Adi tried to get the event at 3 EST? Someone who they're constantly seeing around and who has a figure like that. Polo doesn't really have a lot of sway in the clan because his activity is so bad. You know what I mean?
Charisma.
Yeah, it's bad charisma. So you can't really blame people for not wanting to show up if he's trying to get a mini, if he doesn't talk to anybody or anything like that, or has no communication with real people.
Agreed. It's,
So-
it's not. It's all about his for years. You know,
Some
he's
people
been
just
one of
don't
them
have
guys.
it, man. Some people
Yeah.
just don't have it.
Some people just don't have it. You know. I mean, that not to be a fucking dickhead, but you know, it's just honesty, bro.
You know, Lay could come on TS into a room and like he could like light up the whole room. You know, like everybody starts talking. Polo could move into a channel and it's Polo. He's not using his mic. Cool.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You guys. Yeah. What are you
I mean,
suggesting? Then? Do we
Alright.
move him?
Yeah. I mean,
I think the problem is here that I wasn't around when he got promoted, but the thing when you move people left and right, you're gonna demoralize them when you take it away from them. So someone would have to talk to him again and tell him, well, we're gonna demote you because you're not as vocal as Lay.
I mean,
Maybe
I
don't
wouldn't
even
even.
use the word as demote. Like
Yeah.
inactivity. Like you just have to go to retired. It is what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't give him retired. I'd just give him straight member. Like, you know, what did he have before he was officer?
Old
I
school.
don't.
Old school.
Okay.
Not a bad rank.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
That's
who-
also a rank too that he could just sit in AFK at, and I don't really want to put somebody in a position where they can just AFK.
I think
But I mean, it's up to you guys.
I think Polo was giving officer at the time AQ got council maybe.
Had it for
And
quite a while.
I wasn't part of that leadership, so I know Polo as a friend, but I'm not entirely sure I'm the right person to talk to.
Yeah,
You're
fucking,
in
you didn't take
I
off
will.
that S, by the way, on that forward ship.
Oh shit.
Oh
I,
shit!
I told y'all. I told y'all.
Dude, we've been here for.
You got any like
Yeah, Brad's about it.
feedback or anything like that about anything we talked about? I think I only seen you type like once.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
Blood told me he told Brad he wants to be council eventually, so. Be good to hear your thoughts, Blood.
Agreed.
Blood, wake up, bro.
What
What are you
mean?
not sure about?
Oh, wait, what? Why do you say that, Blood? See.
Yeah,
I'm
I
getting
mean,
old.
understandable. Like, I mean, if you're getting, busy IRL and all that responsibilities.
All right, I'm closing blood unit. That's it.
I think we're all in the same boat on that, though. Like, it's just a matter of fact. Like, you wanna hang with the boys and try and help out, or
That's the thing is, when are you trying to take retired? Are you trying to take retired like now? Like, what input is definitely wanted, or if you're trying to stay at and come for CWA and shit.
So he just wants to be kind of like around.
I mean, yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but
Who's
you want to go
this?
back to senior or?
Who are
I
we
think you
talking
should-
about?
Blood.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you should be senior if you're still gonna be around, bro.
I mean, was he senior before he was promoted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Then
so.
yeah, I mean, I definitely think that taking senior. I mean, if you don't want the responsibility of being a rank, then I don't think you definitely should. If you don't want it,
I missed thinking what happened from the 3 weeks ago. He told Brad that you wanted to be council
He was
Yeah,
high when he
like-
said that, bro.
because you can't make judgments after this past week. Like, week was bad for us all around. I can understand why
There
people
has to
are
be a
being
big reason.
demoralized.
Yeah, there has to be a big enough reason for you to change.
Yeah,
stuff
it can't just
dramatically.
be like, okay, we had a bad week.
Yeah, no. Fuck, man.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, Blood, I think you, out of the, this is no flame intended at all to anyone, but out of all the officers, I think you've been one of the better ones.
Yeah, I agree.
As in activity and trying and whatnot.
Blood.
Who the hell is
always
dumb
around doing
losers in
meetings.
rank meeting?
That's Moose.
That's
Fucking
Moose.
asshole.
That's Moose. I think
Fucking asshole, bro.
he's had that for 90 minutes.
I mean, we've been up here for a while.
That's okay though. We needed this to happen, to be honest.
Yeah,
It
this
was
is
very
good.
needed before tomorrow, in my opinion.
So blood,
We-
like
We just
you
need a clue
get a
in
reason,
teleporting and NPC. That's it.
I think they're just waiting for Adai at this point.
which is fucking bullshit. I'm gonna be
Which
completely
is
honest with you.
retarded. Yeah, I agree.
Like this
the
waiting
clan
on one
cannot
person.
operate. Yeah, the
Yeah.
clan cannot operate off of one person. That's just gonna take too much pressure. It's gonna put too much pressure on Adai when he goes inactive. He's already losing his mind.
I think it's more so what Jesse said. Like they've been putting in a lot of effort, and they don't see any improvements. Like it's a mixture of things coming down to that point. But they've been going hard for many months.
I mean, to be fair,
And-
we are trying to overcome like a 4-year deficit of Apex.
Who
We've
could
not
be
been
on?
doing that.
Are those two on tomorrow on Sunday?
They,
I don't know, but I
said they
definitely
would,
think
but
we
I
should-
don't know.
Bring back the
You-
topic of why blood doesn't want council though. Like blood, can you go in on that a little bit more? Like
Yeah. Something happened IRL that it's not going to be taking all your time, or what?
Because you're getting old is really an excuse, bro. I'm turning 28 here soon.
Oh,
schedule's
man.
fucked.
You fucking
This guy
young,
fucking.
you
You're
love
turning
Yeah.
28. I'm
young
fucking 30, bro.
I know, right? And you're bald.
Damn.
fucking punks, dude.
2 weeks
Okay.
on,
Old.
2 weeks off. What are your work schedule?
Okay.
Oh, fair
That'd be that
enough.
time of year again, huh?
So blood, are you wanting to move to like back to senior like now? Is that something that you were interested in?
Which wouldn't be
Yes.
ideal. I want you to continue blood, but obviously it's your choice. But I'm just surprised because 3 weeks ago you said you wanted to be council eventually. Sure, your schedule can be fucked and all. Like sometimes I'm gonna be fucked by my university as well. But
Yeah, because like we're able to like work around people's schedules, you know.
yeah, I'm the first person to protect someone who can't be online every day.
If you could be on for 2 weeks straight, that's pretty nice, to be honest.
It would be nice if you tried blood because honestly, I think
Yeah, but the other 2 weeks
Yeah,
you can't
because
be on.
blood, you're leaving soon for your first trip back, right? I forget the dates. You told me yesterday, I think. Can you tell everybody the dates again?
teleporting is gonna go away for some time soon too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a. Oh, where he's got a trip somewhere.
I think it's more. Yeah, he's going on a trip and then he's getting keys to his new house. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He's got his house he's moving into.
I can't remember
He's,
the dates, but he's
he's
gonna be
buying-
gone for.
He's buying a house?
Yeah, he's got it already. And he's
Oh
just
man,
moving-
that takes fucking forever, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be back for Annie blood.
Perfect.
Shit.
Okay, so then why don't we do this, right? Go on your 2 weeks of work, come back, and then for Annie and figure out, like, give an actual decision on what you want to do. If you think that you could keep your activity up, even though you're gone for 2 weeks, which is totally fine, but figure out, what you want to do. If you just want to go ahead and get back on the senior role, or you just want to, keep being an officer, or maybe do something else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think making a decision right now is great. But I think, give it a few weeks' time, really think about it, and then figure out what you want to do from there. I think it's a good option.
I think that's a very good option.
Word.
I just want to make sure, like, you're not considering this because of the past week, because the past week was. I've been in FO for 9 years and I've never seen anything like it. Like, what the hell?
Seen like what?
I mean,
9 years?
this
it's just
past
2
week
fucking
before.
big mini losses, man. Like it's not.
Yeah, I don't know why
no,
people are stressing that.
19
They
people
get the
left.
VR shit, yeah.
PR shit, big mini losses. That
You weren't here in the golden age of last year. That was real fun.
Pulling 10 people.
I bet.
Yeah, me and AQ had a ton of fun just talking to each other for hours. We were just like, what is happening?
Okay, so some of the points that I wanted to talk about as well is like, so one of the topics we already kind of discussed, which was pick a day where GMT ranks can figure out and host something on a rotational schedule. I mean, it
Yep.
doesn't necessarily have to be every single day of the midweek. You know, maybe do like one or like, you know, every other day or something like that. But that definitely needs to happen, man. GMT activity has to fucking like go up, man, because that shit is like pathetic. I'm keep a whole stack. Like more inners, but not doing YOLO sending rounds of inners. Okay, I'm just going off the list right now, so it's going to be like back-to-back topics. If somebody wants to talk about a topic, just stop me. So, more ideally working around things more than just like YOLO sending around inners, right? So when I talk about I want to do a boot camp, I'm talking about keeping everybody in the same channel and doing an inner session like that and figuring out what people are doing wrong, right? Like if we're in the middle of attacking, like everybody's in the same channel, right? Let's say we have let's say we have 15 people or 16 people in the channel to make it easy, right? We do AV8s, we're in the same channel, right? So we're piling somebody, right? And I see that somebody is doing something, just telling everybody like stop attacking. Why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Why are you unfrozen right now and you are not moving knowing that the pile is going to be dragging soon? You know what I mean? That's like putting people in real-time situations and figuring out what their like actual thought process is while the process is going. You know what I mean? Type thing. Teaching people too that, you know, like the actual sides to get melee, right? Teaching people that you don't need to pray mage immediately on your drag in like any op situations until you're like a mini map away and you're only having majors run after you, right? Or another thing too is like trying to figure like watching HPs, right? Like I want to have somebody in these inners that's basically just going to be sniping people. Like that's going to be like having that ring or whatever that gives you spec back constantly. Having somebody just literally sit there and fucking barrage AGS a random person every fucking round. You know, just to see if people are watching their actual HPs or they're just fucking like tunnel visioning on the pile, you know, or figuring out why people are just going in for melee and just suiciding. You know, like there's a lot of things in boot camp that I want to work on, and I'm gonna make a list and stuff like that because I had a list in Apex whenever we were number 1 pay to play that I have. I just have to find that list. But it's like it's like a list of like 10 fucking things that are constantly happening in minis that we're just not focusing on and tunnel visioning on shit, and we're just not doing it enough. So
those are the kind of details we need, to be honest.
yeah, the YOLO sending fucking rounds and being like, damn, Colin, you got fucking obliterated that round. Like, do better, and then go to the next round. Like, that's fucking bullshit, bro. That's you're not getting people better like that. That's fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so, organizing things better. Like, obviously, we've been having lots of talk about that as like
Communication, you mean?
yeah, we're not really in a spot to just be fucking getting events and just expecting people to be on, right? Another thing too that we also need to work on, we need to figure out when we're doing these inners and shit like that right before a big event to get inners in that same world, okay? Because we're practicing a lot of us are doing like inners and stuff like that, and we're doing it in a world that we're not actually fighting in, right? There's a ping advantage in different worlds and shit like that, especially for all these other people that are, you know, around the country or whatever. Like, you know, we sometimes fight in GMT worlds, we sometimes fight in EST worlds, you know, it just kind of depends, right? We just need to start practicing in those worlds so people can just like, you know, get their toes wet on that ping, you know what I mean, and figure out what they need to do, right? So
Yeah, that's a good point.
and then obviously another thing too, ranks are excluded from improving in CWA. Like that is just a huge thing, man. We have a lot of ranks that, like I was saying again, I would not put fucking money on to survive a 20-second freeze, right?
Yeah, and then you also just need the people that like aren't CWA focused. Like if they're gonna be ranks and beyond, like they just have to sit like everybody else, you know?
Yeah, bro. Don't be fucking
Can't just be like, oh,
weird
this
about
person's
it.
a fucking officer. So like,
Yeah, don't be
course it's
fucking
important.
emo and fucking sigh if you have to fucking sit in an event. You know what I mean? Like that shit's bullshit, bro. Like that shit's fucking over. Another thing too is like teaching people too, like a lot of people that we're doing like clan wars with and shit like that, like people aren't like doing prayers right. It's so bad too. Like I'm seeing people in 15v15 events flick a melee prayer when they have a blessed Sarah sword on them. You should not be praying melee unless you big minis and shit like that with these other clans, a lot of these people aren't even fucking praying melee unless they
Yeah, I
have
know.
double melee on them.
I know. I've seen it.
So
It's just a thing between going from
Well, that's definitely one thing that we need to
5v5
start.
to
mentioning
15v15.
because-
People don't use the brain.
yeah, that's something
Yeah.
that's going to be talked about in the boot camp.
Yeah, because one thing that like Adai's said like multiple times, people that are learning is he's told them, oh, like if you don't really know how to flick, just like sit there and can't melee pray.
Yeah, no, get,
So I
that
think a
shit's
lot of
fucking
people
bad.
are just like automatically like
No,
diverting
no,
to
no.
melee,
No,
and
dude,
then
ZCBs
not
are hitting
flicking.
50s off prayer, bro. Like you got to prioritize fucking the prayer range. Another thing too. Go ahead. Go ahead, Len.
I was going to say, I got a question. Is there any chance we can maybe try and set up a boot camp day where like you're on a bit later and we can do it in like Aussie friendly hours? Because I'm like at the end of the day, I can set up some inners in Aussie hours, but I'm not the guy to teach. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not as good as you guys.
You would
at
have to
Clan
give
Wars.
me an EST time of what is Aussie times because you guys are fucking like in the future right now. You know what I mean?
midnight 1 a.m. EST is not bad.
Yeah, we could do that like on a Monday since I'm off on Tuesdays and I usually stay up late Monday nights. But I mean, for like when we're doing the boot camp and inners and stuff like that, we don't necessarily have to schedule a big mini after inners. You know what I mean?
No.
You don't have to do that. And we've been doing that for fucking so long, and I don't understand why we're doing that. That makes no sense.
But that's one of the things we agreed upon. We're not gonna do a big meeting now. Like we're gonna run inners this upcoming week, maybe the week after as well if we need to. I think we should. But, and then if we want to do something after, we can just schedule like a 7v7 against Apex.
Yeah, exactly.
And play everyone.
Yeah. And another thing too, when I was talking about, like kind of handing the keys over to me in Clan Wars, is not necessarily basically making me a dictator of Clan Wars, but me basically saying like, even if I can't make the event, you PM me who's on that, and I can tell you who has been to events and who has not been to events, who should be doing what, who should be snipe freezing, who should be doing this. Not necessarily me being like a fucking dictator per se, but like me basically helping you a lot, understanding who is best at what. Because a lot of these people who are good at Clan Wars, obviously have a really good relationship with me, and I know what they're good at, and I know what some people are good at and what some people are not good at. Sometimes you guys make these people fucking snipe freeze, and some of these people have never even snipe freeze in their whole entire career of like playing the game. Like I like, and you guys don't understand too of like the aspect of what ops you need more than one snipe freezer, or what ops is having too many of doing what. Like sometimes, man, I've literally came onto a fucking event that I'm coming on to lead, and we're having like 3 fucking people surge, bro, and we're matching 9 majors, 9 in rangers, but we're having 3 people surge. So realistically, we have 6 people who are actually having freezes. That shit is fucked. That shit needs to stop. That's why I wanted to take over the Clan Wars aspect and basically say like, this is the split that we need. This is the people that you need in this. Like, communication has to fucking happen, bro. Like, we're stuck in an era right now where we're in 1-def and every little fucking thing matters. So that's why I wanted to take over the Clan Wars aspect of the game. I'm not saying that I'm only the one who makes decisions and shit like that. I'm just saying that let me basically say the decision we should make, and then everybody else collab on it as well, and being like, okay, but let's try this single strip, and like, I'm totally cool with trying new things and doing all this, but when we're just fucking YOLOing events and like just telling people get in this, and then like we're not actually realizing, because if we have 3 surgers, those surgers are technically considered in rangers. I hope you guys know that. Those surgers are not technically considered majors, and I've seen people surge like Brad, bro. I seen Brad surge the other day with a fucking AGS, bro. You're not an AGS surger. AGS surger is the biggest fucking meme I have ever heard in my entire life. Bro, you realize a max AGS and full surge gear is like a fucking 58 or some shit? Like, that is fucking pathetic. You should never be surging. You're not trying to be close to the pile. You're trying to be only on the fucking pile. You know what I mean? So you need surgers are the people who you want like 10 steps away from the fucking pile, just constantly hitting the pile, not going in for a fucking AGS. Like, that's fucking retarded, bro. That's something I don't have a say in because people just fucking throw these roles at people and just let them do what the fuck ever they want to do. You know, if you want to win these events and stuff like that, you kind of have to be sturdy on shit like that.
I don't. Most of the events that I've been to, I think it's been okay with all the things going on. Like
No.
Paul. Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I'm saying. I get your points and all that. And like, not much to argue about. Like, if you want to set up the roles, let me know. Like, I think the whole problem is that I didn't know you wanted to do it because most of the time you come on late.
Yeah, which is fine, but we had one of I can't remember when it was, dude. I'll have to fucking think about it and go back and PMs with Tabzu. But we had like a 16v16 mini or whatever. You guys had 2 surgers and 2 snipe freezers, bro. Like, that was like the biggest troll event I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was not the one who set that up, bro. That was like, I don't know who the fuck was thinking that shit, bro, but that was like troll as hell. Like, you cannot do that.
Aren't
dude.
you? I don't want to go into much detail, but aren't you supposed to have 2 SFs in the 16v16? Or should it
Yes.
be more?
You can
Yeah.
have 2 snipe freezers, but you can't have 2 people surging at the same time, bro. 'Cause
One is enough.
yeah, you're taking away all of your freezes, and every pile is going to drag because
Yeah.
your surgers are not going to be bringing fucking binds.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying too, I would like to step up in the aspect of let me just take over that shit, and I can tell you like what roles need to be what and what ops, because my ops matter on what your split is, right? You don't want to go into every single event with an even split, right? Depending on the ops, you want to have a little offset split between majors and in-rangers. But if you're going to include surgers and shit like that, every surger is considered an in-ranger, so you're losing a major. So when you stack these surgers and these extra snipe freezers and shit, it's not working with you, it's working against you. And when you have 2 snipe freezers as well, you need a main snipe freezer and you need someone who is going to just get back on pile. Once we go down 1, the main snipe freezer should be taking over and doing what he needs to do, and the person who is the second snipe freezer needs to get back on pile. When it is even, that's when they can get back off pile.
Single. I love you, brother, but and I hear you, and this is why we have you. But I don't think we're getting anywhere right now. Like, yeah, sure.
No, I'm just talking about things that'll help us in the Clan Wars aspect. I know I'm probably rambling,
and
but I'm just being honest.
And I'm just saying, like, we have a golden opportunity now because we're not gonna set up anything this week. If you're free, let's do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Single, do you think you could like write some sort of like small little guideline for like whenever
Yes,
we're at like
I-
this payoffs, how many
Yes.
people you think should be in each role,
I
etc.
talked to Adai about doing it, and I was going to have it set up ready for next Saturday. I was going to write it next Saturday, or last Saturday, sorry, and have it ready to be posted for the week on Sunday, but that's when the fucking EOP mini was gotten, and I was like, alright, bro, like, whatever.
Yeah,
but-
for sure.
Okay, another thing too, right? So check back, we already did the check back up on rank duties and shit like that. We already talked about ranks recruiting. Oh, one more thing. To build like a community like Jesse was talking about earlier, right? We need more in-house events. Like shit that we can include everybody in, right? Like PKing events, you know, recruiting events or something like that. Obviously, a lot of these people who are going to be Clan Wars people aren't going to want to fucking sit at Sand Crabs and recruit, bro. But make it a thing, man. Bring in some GP incentive. Like most of these little like the people who PK and shit like that, all these people are just trying to do is just make some fucking money, bro. You know? They're trying to make some fucking money and buy an item on the game or some shit, you know? Or just have some fucking money. Instead of like making these people just aimlessly PK and shit like that, why don't you just give them GP incentives on recruiting? Have them fucking recruit people. If you bring in 4 recruits that end up making member, toss them 40 mil or some shit. You know what I mean? 10 mil a recruit or some shit. You know, we have plenty of fucking sponsor money, I'm sure. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we could start tossing money towards that. You know, that's little shit that'll help bring members active, and it'll also show you too who in the member list is like a potential offer, like a potential like person to step up, right? So bring more
Clan
in-house.
Bank,
Yeah, Clan Bank looks fucking great, dude. I'm sure. I know you guys get fucking buku amount of fucking sponsor money. You definitely take advantage of that shit. And more in-house events, like, you know, Adai set up that fucking mini war shit or whatever that we were gonna do in-house, but that was fucking stupid, bro. That was
Dude,
not
he
even
had
talked about.
no plan for it whatsoever.
Yeah, he
just,
had
like,
no plan
posted
for it.
one
He
morning.
just posted it to try to get people hyped up about it, and it was fucking dumb. We need more in-house. If you're gonna do in-house events like that, you have to include everyone, not get people to make a team and then the shitters who don't have a team who are demoralized because they didn't get picked on the team just get picked up. Like that's fucking dumb, dude. You have to make a
Yeah.
draft.
Can
But
I
that's
add
also a
something?
thing. That's
Oh,
also
yeah.
a thing too that the faux fives that Chris is working on is going to help with, man. When he drops that faux fives, it is our goal to get everybody active on that. Even if they are not a Clan Wars person, we need to push that.
And don't
That
flame
is-
them.
Do
not to
not
go off
flame
topic,
them.
are we also gonna have Chris make that thing you guys are talking about? Make people sign up, like when they open Discord. Can we write that down?
I think that was written down. To be honest with you.
It,
I thought that was
that
for
wrote that down
mandatory
like
events.
yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, it's
But yeah.
gonna be something that's only for mandatory ones that like we would
Like
all
anniversary.
agree on. You know,
Like anniversary
exactly,
should definitely
exactly,
be
exactly.
I
shit
think
like
the
that.
anniversary should be the first one that we use it for.
But like the faux five shit, even if they're not a Clan Wars person, give them incentive to step in the portal. Throw them some fucking money if they get a certain elo or something like that. Just
Well,
we have
see,
to
the
come
thing
up with
is, like,
something with that.
we've got plenty of money to where, like, if like GMT guys are around, like, let me know and I can give you guys some sponsorship money. Because you could just be like, oh, like the next fucking 5Q, like the winning team gets like, you know,
Yeah.
a few mil each or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, toss a tenner or some shit, bro. Like get these people fucking active on that shit, bro. In-house events. That's one thing that's keeping Misfits alive right now, to be honest with you. Even though they don't do weekends or anything like that, their Fives Discord is keeping that clan fucking alive in activity. Because they just push that to every single member they have. Even the little kids that fucking PK on level 76s, bro. That shit is pushing activity for them. Because they are constantly queuing in that shit. And I have a friend who's in Misfits who literally tells me that shit. So like that shit, even though it's not really like it's a Clan Wars thing, like that's something that you could push through and get everybody active and get like basically bettering member quality. That's a really good way of bettering member quality and throwing them money to get better at it. You know, you're giving them incentive. You know, the elo thing is only going to incentivize the people who are really really good at Clan Wars, so they can fucking have their egos inflated. But how you get the little guys involved, the PK guys only, and the weekend trip guys only, is throw them some GP at it, dude. You know what I mean? That's something that you definitely want to fucking throw GP at, and it helps with activity and in-house events.
I think you invited him, Chris, to Apex, right? So he could have a
Yeah,
look.
yeah, he's got the
Because
he's
I
already
think
in there
Apex
pulling
is the
ideas.
best. Yeah, Apex one is definitely the best one.
Another thing too, I was gonna say is, you know, better spy network for like midweeks per se. Like, you know, we're in an era right now where clans aren't really crashing a lot of clans, but even if we have a few, bro, we could still literally just go and snipe these fucking clans, bro. You know, they're not gonna jump on a CCN team on Crash against 15 people, 15, 20 people. You know, that would be fucking retarded. A lot of these clans just want clusters and they just want activity to post. So I think that we should start doing that. I think we should really start hyping up midweeks and stuff like that to go crash these other clans. Even if we don't necessarily have the like intel of where they're going to be and you don't want to burn a leak like that, you know, it's good to know that they're out fighting somewhere and we could figure out where they're fighting. You know what I mean? It's not hard to figure out a fucking world and location, bro. These Pures fight in fucking 5 locations. We just gotta find the fucking world. It's not hard. We could figure that out. You know? So that's something we
Yeah,
definitely need to
definitely.
work on.
I feel like a carrot right now, bro.
Why?
The fuck?
Been there for 2 hours.
Sorry, I like to ramble a lot. Another thing AdDrop brought up to me too is he wants to talk to you guys about the application process. He says he wants it to have like an overhaul, right? If we're just gonna start like we need to figure out what we're going to do. If we're just going to auto rank people or do case by case shit, like we need to figure out how we're going to actually do that because some people just get auto ranked and some people have to actually go through an application process. But even if they're forced to go to the application process, AdDrop's basically said that every time he has a question about the application process, everybody throws their hands up and they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, I spoke with Vedrol about this on like Wednesday or something, and he's got a lot of good ideas, and I completely agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, so if you guys are on the if you guys have somebody who's basically leading the application process and shit like that, I definitely think you should hit up Adderall because he has some really good ideas. He wants to
Yeah.
talk about like some members can see applications and some members can fucking vote on applications, but like it really should basically be like mentor plus voting or like senior plus voting. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree.
The main reason that we made it members plus is because since most of these recruits nowadays are like recycled recruits from other clans, we wanted to give like every member a shot to be able to like say their piece about this person because like maybe they clanned with them 6 years ago and like the person was a fucking like bigger racist or something,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like we wouldn't know that besides the fact that somebody clanned with them fucking 6 years ago.
Yeah. I mean that's a valid point, but I definitely think that's something you guys should talk to him about because he has some really good ideas about that shit.
Yeah,
And
no,
I think
I can definitely talk to him about it because like we do need like a standard for the people that are coming in
Yes.
because it's always just been case by case.
Yeah.
I agree. We need a set standard, and we just need to enforce it, and we need to make it happen. I think when it comes to decisions like this, sometimes we sit on